Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhomik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on Live Law, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court and then cover High Courts and other lower courts. If you like our content, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Supreme Court today issued notice in the plea moved by senior division civil judges against a notification dated May 30th, issued by the state of UP, which only made the officers who had completed 3 years of experience till December 31st, 2021 eligible for taking suitability test of UP Higher Judicial Services 2020. The petition was listed before the bench of Justices Abdul Nazir and J.K. Maheshwari. The Supreme Court recently stayed the proceedings in a criminal case initiated against international shooter Vartika Singh, who had filed a complaint against Union Minister Smriti Irani and others for allegedly demanding money to make her a member of the National Commission for Women. A bench comprising Justices B.R. Gawai and P.S. Narasimha stayed Allahabad High Court's order dated May 11th, by which High Court vacated an earlier order dated April 19th, granting interim protection from arrest to Vartika Singh. Accordingly, the bench proceeded to restore the April 29th order of the High Court and also issued notice to the Uttar Pradesh government and sought its response. The hijab case was again mentioned today before the Chief Justice of India for urgent listing. Before Senior Advocate Meenakshi Arora, who was there for the mentioning, started her submission, the CJI told her that he would constitute a bench soon as one of the judges is not well. The Chief Justice of India clarified further that if the judges would have been well, then the matter would have come up for hearing by now. The petitions have been filed against the judgment delivered by the Karnataka High Court on March 15th, upholding the ban on wearing hijab in educational institutions. Senior Advocate Vikas Singh, the President of the Supreme Court Bar Association, has made a request before the Chief Justice of India for declaring Raksha Bandhan as a holiday. In response, the Chief Justice of India stated that he would ask his fellow brother judges and consider if they are willing. Raksha Bandhan this year is scheduled to be held on August 11th. The Attorney General of India, K.K. Venugopal, has written to the Supreme Court of India taking strong exception to the action taken by the Maharashtra State Board of Waqf in replacing him as a counsel in the case. The Attorney General said that such last-minute change of counsel amounts to an unwarranted attempt to interfere with the administration of justice and went to the extent of stating that it amounts to a contempt of court. The development happened in a batch of special leave petitions filed by the Maharashtra State Board of Waqf, in which the Supreme Court recently decided that it would consider the issue if a charitable trust will become a Waqf property just because the settler is a Muslim. The Supreme Court today issued notice in the petitions challenging the order issued by the central government on November 17th last year to extend the term of the ED Director Sanjay Kumar Mishra for 1 more year. The petitions also challenge the Central Vigilance Commission Amendment Act 2021, which allows the extension of the term of the Director of the Enforcement Directorate up to 5 years. A bench of Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana, Justices Krishna Murari and Hema Kohli, was considering the petitions filed by Congress leaders Dr. Jaya Thakur, R.S. Surjewala, Trinamool Congress leaders Mahua Moitra and Saket Gokhale, Vineet Narayan and M.L. Sharma. While quashing a rape case, the Supreme Court has observed that there is a distinction between a false promise to marriage and a breach of promise which is made in good faith but subsequently not fulfilled. The court noted that in this case, both parties were admittedly in a consensual relationship from 2009 to 2011, though the victim contended that this relationship was an assurance of marriage by the accused. The complaint was filed only in 2016 after 3 years. The Bombay High Court had earlier dismissed the writ petition filed by the accused, observing that rape is said to be an offence against the society. A bench comprising Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul and M.M. Sundaresh observed that prima facie the registration of an FIR in the present case constitutes an abuse of the criminal process. The Supreme Court today quashed a notification issued by the state of Jharkhand in 2016 to provide for 100% reservation for local residents in District Cadre Class 3 and Class 4 posts in the 13 scheduled districts of the state. A division bench comprising Justices M.R. Shah and B.V. Nagaratna held that 100% reservation provided for the local residents of the concerned scheduled districts only would be a violative of Article 16 Clause 2 of the Constitution of India, thereby affecting the rights of other candidates and citizens of non-scheduled districts under Part 3 of the Constitution of India. The Madras High Court recently directed the Archaeological Department to take control of the property of Thalaivetti Muniappa Temple at Kottai Road, Periyari Village, Salim District, after the Archaeological Department confirmed that the idol inside the temple depicted the Mahalakshans of Lord Buddha. The court also prevented any further puja from being conducted in the temple. Justice Anand Venkatesh observed that allowing Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowment Department to continue treating the sculpture as that of Thalaivetti Muniappa would be against the tenets of Buddhism. The Delhi High Court has constituted a 7-member high-powered committee to offer practical solutions for ensuring access to financial services for visually challenged persons and other ancillary issues. A division bench comprising Chief Justice Satish Chandra Sharma and Justice Subramaniam Prasad appointed Professor Balakrishnan of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of IIT Delhi as the chairman of the committee and also requested the director of IIT Delhi to provide all logistical support to the committee. The Delhi High Court has sought details in a tabular chart of claimants seeking compensation and the amount disbursed so far under the Delhi government's assistance scheme for the help of riot victims. The assistance scheme was introduced by the Delhi government to compensate and assist the victims of the riots that took place during the anti-CAA protests. The petitioners, through a batch of 12 connected matters, submitted that no compensation in accordance with the scheme has been provided to the victims. Justice Yashwant Verma ordered that updated charts providing details of each individual claimant of compensation, reason of compensation, and the amount disbursed must be placed on record on the next date of hearing, which is slated to take place on September 12th. The Uttarakhand High Court has expressed consonance with the bylaw of Zilla Panchayat Uttarkashi to the effect that no shop for butchering animals and selling meat within 500 meters from the bank of river Ganga shall be permitted. Justice Sanjaya Kumar Mishra said that keeping in view the special status of Uttarakhand and the sanctity attached with river Ganga by majority of the population of Uttarakhand, the decision taken by the Zilla Panchayat in making the concerned bylaw is in line with the scheme of Part 9 of the Constitution of India. The Delhi High Court today refused to stay a single judge order directing Mint newspaper to take down an article published by it against YouTuber Gaurav Taneja, popularly known as the Flying Beast, which made defamatory statements against him. A division bench headed by Justice Siddharth Mridul, while dealing with an appeal by HT Media, which owns Mint, observed that just and fair criticism is to criticize the action and not the individual, while also expressing displeasure at the reference to Taneja's child in the concerned article. The Guwahati High Court has sought the reply of the Union of India on a plea moved before it challenging the appointment of Justice Ranjit Vasantrao More as the chairperson of the Central Administrative Tribunal. The order has been issued by the bench of Justice Michael Zotan Kumar on a plea moved by the Central Administrative Tribunal, Guwahati Bar Association. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today for more such updates.